Hey, welcome back for Week 8 of Kyle and Maggie's Money Making Picks. Sorry about last week when I said Week 8 a bunch of times, but it's actually Week 8. Last week, Week 7, we did not do our best. We went 1-2-1. You went 1-1. I went 0-1-1. So not our best week, but we're going to get all of them this week, aren't we?
Yes.
All 4 of them.
Oh yeah.
So Maggie is now 9-5 on the season. I'm 7-6-1. So that we're 16-11-1 on the season. And so, if you haven't watched us before, we both make 2 picks. We don't discuss them beforehand, so if we have the same, we'll only have 3 or 2 picks. So without further ado, let's go into Week 8.
All right, you first this week.
All right, so I'm going to take the Redskins plus 2.5 at home against Dallas. So these are 2 teams with the same record. They're division rivals. They both have questionable defenses, and yet the away team's the favorite. So I'm going to take the home team getting 2.5 points. And so the Cowboys are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games. Against teams with winning records, so that would qualify for Washington, and they're 4-9 against the spread in their last 13 games overall. They have a middle-of-the-road pass defense, and Kirk Cousins has averaged over 300 yards in each of his last 4 games. And Norman is likely going to be playing today, so he'll be on Des Bryant, which I like that matchup for the Redskins, taking away one of their star players. Mm-hmm. And the Redskins are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games following against the spread loss, and they lost against the spread last week, so I like their chances this week.
We have a problem.
What's the problem?
My first pick was the Cowboys.
Uh-oh.
And I really didn't have any good stats to back it up. It was just kind of a gut feeling where, like, I just feel like the Cowboys are due for a big win.
Okay.
And obviously, my fantasy team kind of relies on the Cowboys doing well, so
you're going to go with the Cowboys
yeah,
then?
that's what I have.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's first time ever, so we'll see how that goes this week.
We'll see.
I'll go ahead with my second one. So I have the Saints -9 against the Bears.
Okay.
So the Saints are at home, so I'm going with the home team there. The Bears have been awful, and the Saints are averaging just so many more points per game that I think they'll be able to, I know -9 is a big spread, but I think they'll be able to cover it because of that. Drew Brees is just a lot more consistent of a quarterback than anyone the Bears could put out there. So that's what I'm going with for my second one.
Alrighty. My second one is Carolina plus 1.5 at Tampa Bay. Both teams are coming into this game looking really bad. Tampa Bay has lost 3 in a row. The Panthers have lost 2 in a row. But the Tampa defense is terrible, their pass defense especially. They're the 3rd worst pass defense in terms of yards in the NFL. And they also have the worst pressure percentage of any defense. So Cam's going to have all day to throw. And Kelvin Benjamin, over his career, has 359 yards and 2 touchdowns in just 4 games against the Bucs. So he dominates the Buccaneers. So that's also a good daily fantasy play if you're picking a daily lineup today. Also, Carolina is 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 road games. And Tampa is 0-4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. And lastly, Carolina is 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games against Tampa Bay. So despite them being on the road, I'm going to take them plus 1.5 against Tampa Bay.
Okay. You didn't want to go Bears +9?
I did not want to go Bears plus 9.
That's good. And just as a little side note, Kyle and I are playing each other in our season-long fantasy leagues in both of them this week.
Of them, so we're going at it today.
Go Maggie, yeah.
go Maggie. Well, thanks again for joining us. Sorry for the later post. Hopefully you still have time to submit your wagers, and best of luck in your fantasy games today.